Sorry, I'm running a little late this morning. I'm trying to be here at 9 o'clock usually for this 14-day subtle meditation boost. So a couple minutes late. I'm on Eastern time, by the way. But you can always watch the video. I've been posting it to my story on Instagram, and it's live on my Subtle Health page every day, and then it stays up there. And somehow we figured out how to make YouTube videos out of it, although apparently Facebook is making that harder and harder to do as they control our lives more. So I'm trying to get that over. I'm trying to get them all on YouTube too. You can check out my 30-day pranayama challenge, which we did manage to get that whole thing on YouTube. So that's there. Today I'm going to talk about the three characteristics or the three elements of mantra. That these are kind of like traditional from the yoga tradition, and a little bit of neuroscience, and then we'll do a practice. Then we'll do a mantra-based practice. So yesterday I was mentioning that there's these three key characteristics to mantra. So we have to think about mantra as different than prayer. It's not the same thing. It also can be associated with a belief system, but you can also do one that's more neutral, which is fine too. So it doesn't have to be within the context of a particular religion or belief system, but traditionally it often was. So what are these three elements? So the word mantra doesn't really have a Latin counterpart. It's a Sanskrit word. It means that which man means mind and tra means the liberating tool or the liberating power. So it's that which has the power to liberate the mind, right? And liberate the mind from all the stuff that the mind is typically occupied by. So the closest Latin would be incantation. So mantra should have a meaning. In other words, no, that's not the right word. Sorry. Mantra should be special. That's what I want to say. Like it should be special, or even the word sacred would be useful here. Like in the Harry Potter movies are full of mantra. Wingardium Leviosa, right? And that essentially, it's an incantation, right? Which is essentially a mantra. The Harry Potter movies are based on Western exoteric alchemy. Exoteric alchemy came through the trade routes from Persia and India into Europe, and it became European alchemy, right? But you see many of the same elements in that alchemy as you do in the Rasa Shastra or Rasayana, the spiritual or the alchemical or the tantric traditions that came out of India and Persia. So there's a lot in common. So when Hermione says Wingardium Leviosa, that's exoteric rather than esoteric, right? So the esoteric alchemy would be, how do I change something within myself? And both the esoteric and exoteric alchemy always went together. But you don't see that in the Harry Potter films. They're all exoteric. Nobody's talking about how the people got their power. Like, how does Hermione and Harry, how does Snape, how do they get their power? From the yoga tradition, they would say they get their power via this esoteric alchemy by changing their own lead into gold. Anyway, I didn't mean to go into all that, but I find it kind of interesting, the connections. So mantra has to be incantative. It has to be special. It has to have a sort of a sacredness to it. And then it also needs to be rhythmic, and that rhythmic flow of the mantra is what starts to change the mind. Dan Siegel says there's 4 ways of changing the mind. One of them is passion and interest. One of them is repetition. It's that moving through something over and over again that changes the mind. And the yogis understood that mantra is a springboard. You use the mind as a springboard out of the mind. So you keep bombarding the mind with mantra. You bombard the chakra with mantra also. You bombard the mind, you bombard the subtle body with mantra, and it's through that you make a shift. It's like thinking about a beautiful piece of marble, and you have to chip away at it to make the art come out of it. It's a similar idea. You chip away at the subtle body to make the gold come forth in yourself. So it has to be incantative or have a special meaning, or be special. It has to have rhythm. And then the third aspect of mantra is that it should have some kind of meaning. It should be meaningful to you and help you to deepen your sense of meaning and purpose in the world, because this is how we start to understand not only interconnectedness and interdependency, but we start to understand identity. And those three elements are so key. Recognizing interdependence and interconnectivity, understanding meaning and purpose in life, and being clear about identity. Really, those three things help people to feel much stronger in their life and much more certain about their path, and alleviate a lot of the mental health challenges that people have in our culture. So I hope those three ideas about mantra are helpful for you. And let's do a practice right now. So you can sit up tall, let the shoulders be soft, and allow the muscles in the face to relax. And we'll start to find the flow of the breath. So noticing the breath as it comes in through your nose and noticing it as it leaves through your nose. Feel free to soften or close your eyes. That can be super helpful. And then what word would be meaningful for you, would have a rhythmic flow to it, right? So you don't want it to be long. Something like peace. I think shanti is a really nice word because of the sound, which is soothing. You have to find it. I'll talk about that more tomorrow. And then is meaningful, has some rhythm to it, and is very special to you. It has to have a specialness to it. That's how you find mantra. That's the mantra that works for you. And then you want to feel the mantra stroking the back of your throat as it comes in, and feel the sound stroking the back of your throat as it goes out, so that there's a vibration of the mantra. There's a pulsation of the mantra. There's a sense that the mantra comes from not only your throat, but from inside your whole body, as if your whole body is resonating with that sound. And there's a sense that the sound is coming not only from within you, but also from outside of you, all around you, as if the whole universe is pulsing with the sound of mantra. So the invitation is to continue this practice either right now or to pick it up again later today. I'm going to do a little more about mantra tomorrow, some of the neuroscience, as well as some of the philosophical aspects of mantra, following up a little bit from today. So thank you so much for being here. Please leave a comment or a question, and I'll see you tomorrow. Namaste.